Welcome back to Divine Capricorns with me, Amanda. I read for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements. This is going to be a general reading, and I figured I would also incorporate the wisdom of the Oracle deck that I have, because that's what I've been feeling, it's what I've been working with lately. And yeah, so getting overall energy. As we're doing that, I want to put it out here. I'm going to put it into the community tab as well. But I'm doing a in-person workshop on self-expression, overcome fear through primal movement. So if you don't know, I'm a yoga teacher. Have been for, I'm closing in on 8 years. But I am very much into spiritual practices that are incorporated into yoga. So this one is going to be based and rooted into the throat chakra. And we're going to do different movements and open the body and different practices where we, learn to discover our true expression of ourselves, our true authenticity. So if that interests you, please let me know. If it becomes a virtual offering, I would change the price point just because I'm making fresh hot tea and I have essential oils with me for that. So I want to make a different price point just because, yeah, you wouldn't be able to access this unless you have it at home. Anyways. If you have an interest in that, leave me a comment below. Other than that, anything you might need from me in terms of information is in the description box. Let's get right into it. What is the overall energy and or messages that my Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Saturn placements need to know? Thank you. I only wanted one, too. No place like home. So something about home is very significant for you. No place like home. It's the number 50. Huh. Let me look up. Let's see. Authenticity. Coming home to yourself, feeling at home, arriving at a place where you just fit. Being comfortable in your own skin. So obviously there's a reason why I was mentioning my workshop. So if this message resonates with you, you may be totally and utterly interested in the workshop I'm doing. It's an hour and a half. I give a little education at the beginning about the throat chakra. And, it's not like we're going in depth about it, but like some general information. And then we will do an hour-long primal movement practice. And then afterwards, we will do a little bit of reflection on our experience, do a little open discussion because we just opened the throat quite a bit. And then I'm going to be just lingering around into the venue and having conversations and making sure that everybody has grounded themselves after practice. So if that really truly interests you, I would love to have it as a virtual offering, and it would be here on YouTube. So I would email you a link and all of that. Anyways, let's get right into it. Home feels safe and secure. It's a comfortable place to rest and create, a place that is known and you can call yours. This card signals that your ability to trust yourself and feel at home in your own skin is beginning to solidify as you claim your dignity and integrity, aspects of yourself no one can take away from you. You know who you are. You hold your head high, yet neither pride nor humility. Ooh. Instead, you stand as the observer, seeing through the eyes of your soul. This puts you in a position of power and strength. Authenticity is your home. You are safe here in the house of your spirit and spirit. Interesting. I like that. I like it a lot. They usually give an oracle message, relationship message, prosperity, protection. There's 4 different descriptions for each card. But I usually just go with the oracle, or I really feel like it, prosperity. Depends on what I'm called to do. Let's get a couple more. Change. This card came out for a recent reading. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Happiness, patience. Awesome. Didn't even really have to ask. Love it. This movie's baby's over. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Patience. I accept everything happens in divine order. Wow. So I feel like these are like the lower chakras. You've got orange would be sacral, green is heart, and then yellow, granted it's kind of like a midpoint of the yellow tones, is solar plexus. So more of like the middle part of the chakras, if you know anything about those. So let's get right into more of this because I want to know details. This feels like lots of changes happening. Like it could be a change in where you are environmentally. Could be planning a move. Doesn't have to be like a major move, but it could be. It really could be. If you feel like you're not growing potentially where you are, then there should be no reason you can't get up and just go somewhere else. I really feel like that's kind of a superpower. And I know this from experience. When I was about 24, just about 25, I moved from Connecticut, which is where I'm born and raised, to Los Angeles. I mean, at that point, I had been to Cali once. Granted, at that point, I was also kind of, thinking of the idea of moving. But I did that in my early 20s, and it was really scary. But honestly, it changed my perspective on like the possibilities of what you can do in your life. If you just stay living in the same place your whole life, but then wonder why like certain things just don't transpire for you, a lot of times it has to do with your environment. We are a product of our own environment. So I don't know. Let's get right into it though. I want to know through the tarot. Give me more through the tarot. I'm also getting really hot. So, hello, hot flashes. Okay. Page of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, the World so far. Wow. Okay. I don't reverse my cards. 3 of Swords came out reversed. This feels like this letting go of what you've been holding on to. 3 of Swords it's not just heartbreak and betrayal, it is also traumas. Anything that's like deep within the heart, like matters of the heart. Can also be like damaging thought patterns that you're releasing, which is amazing. The World though, this for me is Aquarius. Because this is a Saturn card. I'm gonna shuffle one more time. I don't know why I keep wanting to shuffle, but it is what it is. This is where we're at. Can you tell me more? Tell me more, please. Something's like being brought into like the forefront of your brain too, because Eight of Pentacles is all about determination and focus. Like there's this sense of like a goal or something that you really want to achieve. Four of Cups. This is what this feels like. I don't know whether to like separate these or to separate these. It's kind of interesting. So I might have to clarify some cards here to get a little bit more clarity. Yeah, there's this sense of like you're really focused on changing whatever you need to change in order to get what you want and what you're looking to experience, which is a beautiful thing. And right now most of us are in like reflection mode. Can you tell me more about the Page of Cups? Tell me. Oh, jeez. See that? That like flew really fast. Hold on. Again, I don't reverse my cards, but we have the Ace of Wands and then the Eight of Wands in reverse. You got two eights here. Not moving forward on an idea. Oh. So hold on. It kind of feels like a couple of different things. It kind of feels to me like Spirit wants you to know. Wow, I'm getting like, I can feel the emotional stuff coming up into my face. Bear with me, guys. Like, channeling is very hard here, and it's very strange. For some of you, Spirit recognizes that you've lost your fire and inspiration. Like, not necessarily your purpose, because that will always be within you, but it feels like the sense of like you needed to go through a period of time where like things were not moving because you need to reevaluate stuff. Stuff meaning, it could be different for all of you, really. Evaluate circumstances, maybe. I mean, there's references to home. Again, maybe this is in regards to like you've wanted to move, you've wanted to maybe go somewhere else, or even just like, travel is also part of the Eight of Wands. So interesting. Can you tell me more about the Three of Swords in reverse and the Four of Cups? All right. We've got a lot of Aquarius going on here. Six of Swords. You know what this tells me? That you've removed the obstacles that were in your way. The things that were like hindering you from moving forward, that's being removed. Those blockages are being removed. And I think part of that is from whatever you've been doing in unison with Spirit. But yeah, it feels like there's something that you really want that wasn't moving forward previously. Some of you have been getting intuitive upgrades as well. If you're truly a spiritual person, you've dove into that realm. If you're still new to this stuff, I'm definitely not referring to you in this case. But this feels like your intuition is deepening. Or not deepening, heightening. Like it's becoming stronger. Can you tell me more about the world? Tell me more about the world. It's the only major here. Eight of Cups. We have 3 8s here. And King of Swords is at the bottom with the 10 of Cups. I'm taking them. This could be in reference to somebody who's born in January. Does not have to be. You could also have Aquarius in your chart. This is another Aquarius card. You also have some Pisces here, some Sagittarius, a little Libra, Cancer. But it's heavy on the Aquarius. So Aquarius season could be significant. That would be January into February. Again, but you could be also a January born Capricorn. Anyways, you also have a 10 here. So 8 goes right. I mean, it's all progression in tarot. So like this cycle has completed because you've been able to emotionally detach from an outcome you thought was going to be the way that you thought it was going to be. There's something about you feeling disappointed in your past experiences. And I mean, rightfully so. Like if you've gone through the 3 of Swords, yes, of course. But you're going to reach the 10 of Cups, which is fulfillment. And it does also talk about having there's a family in this card. Also, this card, interestingly enough, I tend to think of those people, and I think of the 4 of Wands, which was instantly what I was thinking of when the No Place Like Home card came out. So I'm a little surprised that the 4 of Wands isn't here. I mean, you've got a good amount of cups. There's 4 cups cards. 2 wands. 2 swords. 1 pentacle. Some of you really need to ground your energy. Grounding meaning like I think some of you need to rest. Like don't do anything. Like sit for like 20 minutes, don't do anything. Don't go through your phone, don't watch something. Just, maybe make yourself a hot cup of tea or whatever beverage you like. And just kind of be present and lean back, relax your shoulders, relax your hips. Take some really deep, beautiful, releasing breaths. 20 minutes will do you a world of good, let me tell you. And slow down a little bit. When you feel tired, take a break. I say that lovingly because I'm also not good at that. And those are just ideas that I've tried out. It works a lot of the times, but sometimes I'm just so antsy. So it is what it is. There's something about something beginning here. Again, like I'm talking to somebody who wants to move, I feel like. You also have like the King of Swords. Love this card. I mean, the swords, they get a bad rep. There's the yawn. That's cool. Some of you are really tired and you gotta like, again, rest. What was I gonna say? The King of Swords. The Swords cards get a bit of a bad rep. And honestly, like the King and Queen of Swords have mastered communication and self-expression. I'm going to say it again. Some of you could really benefit from my workshop offering. Even if you've never done yoga before, I'm not going to be doing any crazy kind of practices. It's more about the primal movement. So the movements we do in a pose or just movement in general. And if you do it at home, nobody's going to be watching you. So it's kind of the cool part. I lost my train of thought for a second. Maybe there's something going on with your memory. Maybe you're forgetting things. Like cognitive functioning isn't what it was. If you do know anything about mushrooms and adaptogens, those can be really helpful. I love me some mushroom coffee. Love it, love it, love it. Lion's mane is also a really awesome one. Just getting that one is great and helpful for cognitive functioning and like focus. I feel like you're going to get what you want, but you also have to be patient. So you have the patience card here, and I was kind of curious as to why that was popping out. I accept that everything happens in divine order. So you could be like antsy like me. And maybe it's just taking a few deep breaths, reminding yourself that you are on the right path, that you are here for a reason, you are doing the right things. But not everything just happens right away. In fact, something that I talk about in yoga when I teach, there is no reason that we need to rush through our practice. And I say that because you may miss something or miss a point or a revelation or just a moment, a really pivotal moment in your growth. To really truly be present, you can't just want things instantly. It doesn't work like that. When you're truly present, time isn't rushed. I mean, time doesn't really exist when you're present, truly. Have you ever noticed when you meet somebody and like you talk to them for hours and it feels like, you know, you weren't even thinking about the time? Yeah, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about. It's like this beautiful presence, not just with another person, but with yourself. How can you embody that in order to get to this place? Because it's going to happen, but you don't want to fight yourself. So I kind of almost want to know more about the Eight of Wands in reverse just before I finish this off. Can you tell me more about the Eight of Wands in reverse? What is this about? Can you tell me more? Two of Pentacles. There's another Pentacle card, but 2 and 8, 10. Just saying. And then the Nine of Cups is at the bottom, along with the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's just there. It's there. I think that maybe part of you worries, but you're trying to stay away from that. Like, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Let happiness fill you. Two of Pentacles. This is about balancing out priorities and, you know, finding a balance with personal and work life as well. So I kind of feel as though you were paused during a period of time, especially this year, for a reason, and things weren't moving forward because you needed to prioritize certain things over other things. And when I reference that, what I really want to say is you had to prioritize yourself. The Ace of Wands for me is a spark of newness, exciting energy. It's like this reflaming of passion. And I think it's an amazing card. It's also this ability to physically connect to your personal power, which gives me solar plexus. I was talking about yellow, right? Yeah, because the coins in tarot, especially this deck being traditional, they're yellow. Think of these two sources as your power, and being able to balance those out is a good thing. You need to have this time to become more aware of what makes you happy, what you need to change in order to find that, and to learn also patience. I know that patience isn't exactly Capricorn's strong suit or skilled at, but I can't speak for every single person, right? Some of you may be a whole lot better than others. Some of you are just downright terrible, but that's okay. We're always working on each other, or working on ourselves, I should say. Yeah, I feel like there's this idea of balancing all the elements, because you've got all the elements out here, and again, you only have the one major. So I kind of feel like there's small things that you need to implement, small things that are going to be changing, that are ultimately going to bring you something very big. Because the world is the last card in the majors. It's an ending and completion of a lesson. And usually not something, I mean, this card doesn't come out for no reason. You've also got 3 8s here. So whatever that number would signify for you. Yeah, I feel tired. Y'all, please get some extra sleep. It's Monday. You deserve some sleep. Huh. We had 2 reverse cards. I don't get reversals very often, but when I do, it usually adds a bit extra to the reading itself. I feel like I could continue like pulling cards and going more in depth for sure, but this feels pretty like this feels more like confirmation rather than like a specific, you need to do this, like a step by step. I don't, not that I really get those kinds of messages, but sometimes I do. Every once in a while. I feel like some of you have been like fantasizing about the home life, what you want your home life to be. That's beautiful. I tell you what, this message, parts of it definitely resonate with me. I'll give you confirmation. Literally last night I was on Amazon and I was looking at like apartment essentials, like storage. I was looking at like decor and like some furniture stuff. So that's always a nice way. And even going on Pinterest, that's a great way to fantasize about what your home space will look like. And then like what's the feel? Like, do you want it to be a sacred space? Do you want it to be a space where you escape to, or do you not care? Is it just like a place where you put your stuff and you sleep, eat, and release things? Some of you have probably just been thinking about it a lot this year, maybe just as of recently. But this is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. And I'm going to hop off just because I'm getting really heated. I'm tired. I know that I need some rest at this point. It's been a long day. and I'm going to take a relaxing shower. So that's something that helps me get into a space of relaxation. So yeah. Anything you might need from me is down in the description box below, including a link to private readings. I also do have a wish list down there for decks and things. My obviously Capricorn season is coming. So my birthday's around the corner, and yeah, if you would like to gift me a deck, awesome. Not a requirement. I will also take donations or just a beautiful comment about anything. You know, anything really wonderful happening in your life that would make me feel awesome. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to leave it here. Know that you are divine, sacred, and heavenly. Bye, Capricorns.